So when I think about anxiety, and in particular, the way a lot of my clients think of anxiety, is that anxiety is this big, scary monster that is preying on the mind and the body, even on the spirit, okay? And they might see that anxiety is this monster that they're trying to eliminate, trying to eradicate, that is causing harm on all of these aspects of who we are as a person. I invite you to question that. Is anxiety really a monster? Could there actually be a benefit to feeling anxious? Is there any benefit to anxiety? So I remember in university way back, especially in the earlier years of university, let's say I had like 4 weeks to do an assignment. So I wouldn't feel very anxious at the beginning. I wouldn't really be productive. Oh, I'll do it later. I'll procrastinate. And then as the weeks went on, the days went on, the hours went on, before the due date, the anxiety arose because like, I got to do this assignment or else I'm going to fail, and then I'm not going to get my degree, I'm not going to get a job, and then I'm not going to get a partner. I'm going to be single and lonely forever. Right? So then it's like, okay, this anxiety is really high, and then I'm able to get productive. But then sometimes it might get too high, and then it's just, okay, you know what? I'm frozen. I can't do anything. That makes sense. Okay, so maybe anxiety does have some sort of a purpose. The idea is that anxiety is telling us there is a danger. Watch out. Do something to save you from that danger. In a way, anxiety is an energizing emotion. It gets us to active, it gets us to do something, but maybe when there's too much, we don't do something at all. Also, from a neurological standpoint, anxiety is often understood as a heightening of the nervous system, of the sympathetic nervous system. So, anxiety protects us from harm. It tells us that there is danger, keeps us safe. In a way, anxiety is like a fire alarm. It's like, is there a good fire alarm or a bad fire alarm, right? I think fire alarms are a great example because they go off when there is a danger. But it's annoying, it's disruptive, it's uncomfortable at times, but it's doing something. It's telling you, get off of your butt and leave, or put out the fire if you can. Imagine life without any anxiety whatsoever. What would life be like? Be dead. Okay. Yeah. No need to have a house. No need to leave. Who needs money? It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna sit here and just do nothing, right? See how life without anxiety can be quite dangerous. So I offer you a reframe that anxiety is actually your friend. Many of my clients dismay. They're like, hey, Justin, I want to get rid of anxiety. Well, you know what? You're probably going to struggle, or not struggle. You're probably going to coexist with anxiety for the rest of your life. So what you can do is you can think of anxiety kind of like this loving dog by your side. So sometimes your dog, who just wants you to be okay, just cares about you more than anything else in the world, will bark when it senses that there's some kind of danger, right? But sometimes when a dog barks, there's danger, but most of the time it's not. There's no danger. It's just maybe they can see outside and there's someone walking in the sidewalk, right? And sometimes anxiety gets really intense and is pushing us in a direction. And sometimes it just really, takes control entirely. So sometimes, even though anxiety loves you and wants you to be safe, sometimes it takes control and it drives you places, and it can be overpowering. So instead of anxiety as this big scary monster that we need to eliminate because it's hurting our mind and body and spirit, anxiety is maybe this dog that loves you and is also very powerful. Maybe now that we see it as this dog that means well, we have new goals. Maybe the new goal is to reduce anxiety, or maybe to manage anxiety, maybe to coexist with anxiety. Maybe it's to achieve our goals in life in spite of what our anxiety is doing. Does that make sense? These goals, especially in comparison to eliminating anxiety, are actually attainable, and in fact, they're healthier goals than simply, I need to eliminate my anxiety altogether. This is what we call balance, achieving balance with regards to our relationship with anxiety.